Yo, what's up with y'all, man? It's another episode of Natural Born Hustlers, man. Welcome to episode 2. You feel me, man? Hey, look, we got Caleb John Big still okay with us. We got
JFK.
Yo.
And Laron here.
Yeah. Hey, man. Welcome to another episode, another circle, man, another conversation we let y'all boys into, man. Hey, man, what we getting into today, man? You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man.
Talk that real, man. Let's talk that real to them. How y'all boys feeling, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I've been chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't really complain. How y'all
Hey,
boys
first,
living, man?
first I gotta say we missing two people right now. They may come, they may not. We don't
Hey,
know yet.
look, the daddies of the group, man. You know what I'm saying? They out there with the kitties, man.
On
Hey,
that.
look, we're gonna give them a shout out, man. Big LJ, man. Big Jerm. That boy Jeremy had another kid. Shout out my dog. Woo,
Yes, sir, man.
woo.
He got two, man. He be popping them out back to back. You know what we do.
Yeah, third one on the way.
Yes, sir, man.
Hey,
We
Big
waste no
Jerm.
time over here, man. We don't shoot
Hey,
blanks.
that's the word on the street, man. That boy got that potent, man. Number
Yeah,
three,
man.
number 3 on the way.
He don't miss, bro. He really don't miss.
Yeah, but I have
No.
quadruplets, matter of fact.
Hey, look, folks said he's shooting 100% from the field, bro. Jeremy got another one on the way.
I said from the field's crazy, bro.
Like said, it's green, 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 green.
Hey, look, but now on the real though, man, I'm proud of my dog Jeremy. He got another one on the way. But look, he might pop in tonight. LJ might pop in tonight. We're not sure. But let's get this thing started, man. I got a question for y'all boys. Look, if you had the opportunity, right? Not even the opportunity. If you had to choose between every single day you woke up and first got in the car, you had to fight a chicken to death with your bare hands. Or once a year, you had to fight a chimpanzee with a sword. Which one would you choose?
The chicken to death by far, bro. Them chimpanzees ain't no joke, nigga. I know you remember that documentary from the Monty Williams show, whatever, where you ripped the nigga face off, whatever.
But you got a sword though, bruh.
Nigga, it's a
The
monkey, bro. He got a
chimpanzee
sword
got a
too.
sword too.
No, he got bare hands.
Oh, he bare
Oh,
hand. Mm.
yeah, I'm
Ooh.
picking a chimpanzee with the sword. Look, I don't care if that chimpanzee ripped that nose off of that one dude. Nah, with a
You,
sword, nah, get a clip.
I don't know, bro. You gotta get like a clean kill the first strike because otherwise he's doing some damage, bro.
Hey, bro, look, are you gonna hear? And that's it.
You saying you fruit ninja?
hey, hold on. All niggas gonna hear is what, bro?
You gonna hear?
Wait, niggas gonna hear what? What we gonna hear, LeBron?
Hear that? That's it, bro. That's all you gonna hear.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm fighting that chick. Hey, look, I'm scared of birds, bro, but I refuse to fight a chimpanzee, bro. I don't care if I got a
That's
sword, bro. I'm
that's
fighting the
what I'm
chicken
saying,
every
bro.
time, bro.
Cause that
I'm
chimpanzee, like again, you gotta kill him the first shot, bro. You can't just like wound him a little bit. You gotta kill him or he's
yeah,
dead in your face.
you can't
Look,
miss,
bro.
bro. You done for.
Look, I'm swinging crazy. It don't matter if I miss something hidden.
No, if you miss, you done.
Something hidden. Something hidden. They losing something, bro. They coming with me.
I
They
don't
coming with
know,
you,
man.
LeRon. You
Yeah,
gotta plan for a lifetime of this, bro. That's not just
yeah.
like a once a lifetime thing. You gotta come back next year.
That's something,
All
Lauren.
right,
You gonna
bro.
be.
Then I'll be more experienced. Look at
All
that. Come
right,
on, man.
what's gonna happen when you 55?
Hey, you got the kids ready for me, man.
You
Got an army, bro.
tripping?
What?
Hell no. I'm gonna just break that chicken neck every morning, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You just grab it real quick. You know you don't have to worry,
Shot,
bro.
shot. Nigga, you seen our granddad. You seen Dad kill chicken when we was kids, bro. He gonna grab the neck. You gonna swing your wrist. You break the neck. You done. You go to work. You chilling, bro. That chimpanzee fight once a year. That's to the death, bro. That's a
Where's the
battle. That's a battle once a year, bro.
Interesting question. Where's the chicken? Like, is it in the passenger seat? So you just hop in the car and you just go boom bam, or is he like in the back seat or like hiding or something. So you kind of got like draw them out a little bit. That's a little bit different.
Nah, bro. As soon as you open the door, that whole fly out every morning, bro.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, see, look, what if you like it's 3 in the morning, you drunk, you just gotta get something from your car real quick, you done for, bro. That's gonna
I'm
be the
drunk.
first day. That's gonna be the first day.
See, that's what.
Chicken tour. I know y'all seen that chicken tour. I'm gonna
No,
grab that by the neck and the eye is gonna pop out. You done with that chicken done today.
I'm telling you. Look, that's where you messed up at it.
Real.
When I'm drunk, I turn into Hulk. I ain't worried about this thing when I'm drunk. I'm worried about it when I'm still asleep and I'm barely awake and I got open to it. If I'm drunk, it's a wrap.
Yeah, I thought you going to like 6 a.m. You sleepy on your way to work or something. Well, I'm drunk. I mean, I'm Superman, nigga.
Turn into a chicken for real.
No cap, bro. Okay, man.
Oh shoot. You want to get into music first, or you want to get into Pistol Grip County?
Lock into the music, man. Lock into the music, man.
All right. Well, let's do what hopefully is a weekly segment. What's y'all song of the week, man? What y'all been listening to? What's on your mind?
Song of the week.
Come in, you need some. Come in.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wait, is that the Brent
Miss
song?
Walker, thank
Oh, the summer
thank you
one.
for
Okay.
wanting a verse for me. Apologies for the wait. Sometimes it's hard there. That boy J. Cole is crazy.
I don't know why I thought it was that new Brent. But yeah, no, that song crazy. That song cold. That song cold.
Yo, Summer Walker, J. Cole.
Hey, look. I know y'all saw that Lil Yachty Tesla drop this week. The little tape, the EP he dropped.
With JID, it was alright. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was
No, my bad. Last week, my bad.
We talking about
Last
JID or a
Friday.
different one?
Nah, this Friday he dropped with JID, but last Friday he dropped an EP called Tesla.
Really?
Oh yeah, I seen that, but I didn't even listen to it yet.
Nah, bruh. That joint is hard, bro. He said, and now that if I don't want to leave, go back at the Tesla. Go back
He
at
spazzed on that
mm, mm, Hey, look that you feel,
the little
hey, look
that little
when
solo step.
hey on the EP,
Crazy.
he got that solo step on the EP.
Nah, Soul
Oh, so
Soul
yeah.
Stepping go
Oh,
stupid.
so I same nigga on the right with the first fight. I was
Yeah,
down on my head with the front fight.
dead Joe, OD.
I was like, yeah, this man is crazy. Shout out
Nah,
y'all.
Man,
Yeah, I think
nah,
Yachty's
y'all,
on like a
was
crazy comeback tour, bro. This is like
Yachty been
goated
on.
one.
Hey, nah, Yachty's 2023 summer run is crazy, bro. He been eating up this summer, bro. Matter of
Yeah,
fact,
Aki.
he started last spring when he dropped that tape, the little psychedelic tape.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
psychedelic tape to now, bro. He's unstoppable, bro.
That was this
He
year though,
beat
wasn't it?
look.
This has been a crazy
Yeah,
year. Like,
that was this year. Yeah, that was this past spring, bro. He whooping Drake. He whooping Cole. I ain't gonna lie. He whooping Kendrick. He's whooping everybody, bro. He's going crazy this summer.
everybody getting their hands, dog.
I ain't gonna lie, Yachty is very consistent with his music.
Yeah, no cap.
Nah,
He
just this
really
year,
is.
bro. In the past, he was trash, bro.
Nah, but
But
I ain't gonna lie, bro. He's been a great
he
feature
dropped.
for a long time, bro.
yeah, he may
You
drop
Be on features or something, but when he be on his stuff.
nah, y'all not hear what's that album called? Teenage Dream 2 or whatever that joint called. That joint was booty.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. It gotta suck because I never heard of it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why Yachty fell off because he had like two stinkers of the album back to back, and
Yeah.
then now he kind of like he came back with vengeance.
Speaking of Yachty and solo stepping though, bro, it's really crazy how much society is changing, bro. Cause solo stepping creep is blowing up right now. It's crazy that was a streamer freaking freestyle, bro. His song is blowing up off the strength of a streamer's video,
Shout out
bro.
MP.
Shout out AMP, man. No cap, bro. But dude, we are watching a change in social media and a change in society, bros. between TikTok and streaming, bro, social media is evolving crazy, dude.
Yeah, I wonder if it's
No
gonna replace
cap.
like the Facebook and Twitter and stuff. I mean, I feel like there has to be something new.
Yeah.
Because honestly, with that song, he wasn't even about to drop it as a regular song. Like after the freestyle. Honestly, Kyle was on stream and he realized I called him and that because the chat was like, "Tell Yachty to drop that thing." And he literally FaceTimed him and said, "Yachty." Chat said to drop the freestyle. He said, "Bet what day?" And he dropped it the same day.
That is OD, bro. No cap, bro.
Yeah,
It's
that's
bro,
wild.
it's crazy how impactful and influential social media is getting in our generation, bro. Because no cap, Kai and A&P, they're literally like a cornerstone of our generation right now, dog. Like they have so much influence over the people in our generation right now. It's crazy, dog.
I
Like,
You know
mean,
what's
what
that?
was
if
even
you
worse though? It's so many more streamers just like that. Like it's so many other groups like RDC and
RC
Go Break.
Eaton. Y'all heard of David? It's like D4VD. David.
nah,
Yeah.
who's
He
that?
he made that song. John, you heard it before. He made a song. Romantic Homicide. It's like why do I stuck in the back of my I yeah, you probably not
Yeah,
gonna know
nah,
if
nah,
I
nah,
sing it.
nah.
If you hear the song, you know, bro. He literally got famous off of Kai playing his song in his stream. Nigga blew up.
Saying you can literally
Yeah,
Da-
get famous off at any moment. Any moment
David
at this
blew
day.
up.
well, that's what I was about to say.
Like,
Like, I mean, you even look at like all the like famous black actors now. Like, a lot of them got started off TikTok or Vine or
yeah,
whatever
bro,
joint
that
they
crap
got
is
started off with.
crazy.
Like Quinta, you got Quinta from Abbott. You got what's that? We got Manboy from Snowfall. That was a Vine nigga before.
Yeah,
You
that is
know.
insane.
Yeah, I didn't even
That big
recognize
man,
him.
boy, man.
Yeah, I didn't
That
even
crap was
recognize him.
crazy. Nah, I recognized as soon as I saw him on Snowfall, bro, and I was lit. That boy was a villain. He went from making comedy videos to being a serious villain in the show.
He was actually like legit. He was a tough actor. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, he did a good job, bro.
Yeah.
No cat, dude.
But nah,
But
I feel like the bar of the week for me, staying on topic with the music, has to go to No Cap, bro.
No
what no
cap.
cat say?
No Cap, bro. This
What no
nigga,
cat say?
it was song is that with Lil Papa.
What'd he
He
say?
said hold on.
You
Who's
straight, you
Lil
straight. Take your
Papa?
time.
All right. Well, while he's doing that, my song of the week is probably that Brent Fires joint with Coco Jones. God damn, dog. I'm
Yeah,
about
that's a
be
vibe.
yeah. When I go back to Puerto Rico, dog, that I'm playing that every time I'm at the beach, dog. Hands down.
Yeah, that's a vibe, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That song is a vibe.
Nah, I think Brett deserve his praise, deserve his flowers for like the run he been on. I mean, I don't think the man has missed yet, honestly.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Brent solid, bro. Brent
Yeah,
Fries is like that, dog. And when you start digging into his bag and you get into the Saunders bag,
yeah, his catalog deep, dog. What was that one song? I see money.
I
Like
be in the
since
morning.
that song came out with Shy Glizzy and whatever, I mean he ain't
Yeah, the
missed
little
that.
crew joint.
Yeah,
The little
crew. Yeah,
yeah,
came
nah,
out.
Crew set the tone.
yeah,
I'm the
Hey,
man.
look,
Yeah, Brent was cracking that joint.
Brent Fires is the only dude in the country that can have you turn sad, angry, and crying all in the same album, bro.
yeah. High key,
He
dog.
he hard. People say I drive too fast, move too fast, live too fast. Ain't no such thing as too fast for me. And
You
look,
go to work.
I'm doing. Hey, look,
And
I'm doing
Like,
125 miles per hour down the freeway, bro.
bro, every
Crying.
time, dog.
exactly.
Anytime that song on, bro, I'm whipping that shit.
125 down the freeway crying, bro. I don't
Wait,
even know why.
early.
I don't know why I'm crying.
I'm about to say crying. I feel like I'm in a movie, nigga. Like
Wait.
it's like a Fast and Furious
Hey,
outro.
don't let it be raining while Too Fast playing.
No, that's a whole vibe.
Yeah, bro. Nah, Brent got it, bro. Brent solid, bro.
I'll be there by tomorrow.
Nah, Brent got it, bro. Hey,
Yeah,
have y'all heard of that rapper Lil Tyler?
yeah, you vibe. I listened to that one song you sent me. I was kind of like,
Definitely. If you listen to Florida,
Joe, you sound mad muffled. Move back up to your mic, how you were before.
I said if you listen to Florida rappers, it's definitely vibe for real. Like it's definitely.
Joe, I can't hear a thing you just said, bro. I ain't about to lie to you.
Yeah, your voice cutting out.
Either move up or move back from your mic. I can't tell.
Hey, Lil Tyler hard though. Look, I ain't gonna lie. If you listen, like, if you're looking for content from a rapper, like you need something conscious from a rapper, Lil Tyler is not that rapper. But if you just looking for a vibe with a flow, I ain't gonna lie, Lil Tyler be hitting in pockets. He said, what did he say? What
Can y'all hear me?
I'm in Tallahassee with the hoes. I'm a Seminole. He hard, bro. like that bar really elementary, but the way that he hit in the pockets, his flow crazy, bro.
Ain't Seminoles from Florida though?
Yeah, he in Tallahassee with the hoes. He with the Seminoles.
Wait. Okay, yeah. I was thinking. I don't know why I
The
was thinking
Florida
Tallahassee,
Semin
Tennessee. Yeah. You right.
Florida State Seminoles, man.
Yeah, nah,
That
you
joint
right.
is
You right.
hard, bro. I'm in Tallahassee with the hoes. I'm with the Seminoles. All right. You also got to preface it with this. Look, if you just say his bars with the
Yo,
flow with no music, yo, what's good?
y'all can hear me?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
clear.
better. Mhm.
Look, if you just say Lil Tyler's bars without the beat behind it, just with the flow and the lyrics, it's gonna sound like trash. But if you say it with the beat behind it, I ain't gonna lie, he be in them pockets, bro. Lil Tyler hard, bro.
I'm gonna let you have this one because I mean I only heard that one song, so I was kind of like, yeah, but
Is there a way that we can play songs on this jump? I don't know how to, bro. I'm telling you, if I play you
uh,
5 seconds of a Lil Tyler song, it'd be crazy, bro.
you
All right,
can
so
play
listen.
it. It's just don't actually don't don't play it. Don't
Is it
play
where I
it.
can share my screen on this?
You can play it, but YouTube. Well, actually, we're not
Ooh,
even monetized. Yeah, let's go ahead and play it, bro. Fuck it.
ooh.
Go ahead and play it. We're not
Mobile
monetized.
screen share is here. Ooh, I'm locked in. Start my broadcast. Y'all can see my screen?
Nah, you got. Are you? Oh yeah, now we can see your screen. Hold up.
Mm-hmm. 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 Let me see if y'all can hear it. Hold up. Can y'all hear this?
Nah,
Nah.
Not at all.
Yeah, not at all.
Never mind, man. I'm gonna
I'm
have to
about to
you
say.
look.
You better hope you got your do not disturb on, bro. You a brave
Damn,
nigga.
bruh.
You a brave nigga.
Hey man, I'm a married man. I got nothing to worry about, man. About the
Nah,
game.
I just mean like
nah, listen.
in general, dog.
I
Hey
was
man,
saying,
I don't got nothing on my phone. I'm in Tallahassee with the hoes. I'm with the Seminoles.
yo,
Yo.
yeah, listen. I found the bar right. This nigga no cap said higher than Venus flawless tennis chains. It cost me racks. Up with a purpose, like Bobby Smurder. My niggas catching hats. Put down them Adderalls. We sober up and come subtract. They think Cortez got scoliosis. How we double back? I said, oh my goodness.
I ain't gonna lie, no cap not seeing me, bro.
Who?
What you mean?
No cap not seeing me. I come in a rap battle. Do 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 do.
You ain't gonna drop though.
Yay. You said I'm not gonna
Nope.
drop? Hey, look.
I'm nasty boy.
Oh, German is down.
Yes,
Can y'all
sir.
hear me?
Yes, sir, man. We
Yeah,
live,
big
man.
germ,
We
big
live,
Yeah,
G.
you
germ,
ain't get DDT.
Ain't no
big
way Germ beat
germ.
LJ. That boy LJ in Australia.
Yeah, that nigga
Hey,
went to
John, bro.
Antarctica to find headphones.
I've had like a fever all day, bro. I'm dying right now.
Hey, look, I was just about to say, bro, Jeremy, you gotta hop on on the podcast and let people know what is it like being a dad of two kids, bro, in your early 20s.
Like this is like, what day is this? Like day 4, day 5?
Oh man, I don't even know, man.
It probably feel like day 1,000 for him.
About to say
Hey,
for
it's
Jared,
definitely not. It's not for the weak, bro.
What it's been like, bro?
Uh,
What's the word, dog? How you feeling? How your body feel? How the mental? How the girl feeling? How the kids? You know what I'm saying? What it's been like, bro?
man, I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm still trying to get used to all this. It's just unbelievable, bro. I catch myself sitting there just looking at them like, bro, what
Yeah,
the heck?
like
What is going
Like,
on?
dang, this came out of my wee wee.
yeah, like what does it feel like looking at two human beings, bro?
Bro,
Nah, for real, bro. What does it
I've
feel like
always
looking
oh,
at
wondered
two
clap
that.
for
human
Ron.
beings, bro?
I've always wondered that, but now that it's here.
Like,
I
whoa.
think as time goes by and they get older, is probably I don't know, man. This shit is unbelievable.
Bro, you had two human beings with half of your DNA in them, bro. Like you created two human beings, bro.
Your
What
wee
is
wee,
that?
bro.
That is insane, dog. That's an insane concept to wrap my mind around. Jeremy
She be
got
she
two
be
human beings he created, bro.
and she be saying I can't say nothing because she actually grew a pair of balls.
You said what?
What? What?
You can't tell a girl
Hey,
pair because she actually did.
What?
I mean, in a way, she did though, bro.
She
She did though, bro. In
She
a way,
did.
she
uh,
did.
She grew a pair of
hey,
balls.
hey,
Yeah.
look. Hey, we got to get a viewer's context, man. Jeremy just had his first son. He's saying that he can't tell his girls to grow a pair because she grew a pair of balls in her womb.
I was so confused what that nigga was trying to say, bro.
Hey,
John
Jeremy
was
he got dad jokes now, bro. He a dad joke professional, bro.
I can't, bro. As the gray
wait
hairs
up.
come on, the more and more dad
It's
jokes come
more
to you.
coming. It's more coming, bro.
The dad jokes are kids.
Heck, bro,
Both,
what?
both.
Oh,
I'm done, bro. But now that we talk about it, you ask. It's like I sometimes wonder, like, yo, like there's dudes who really like don't have the patience
what you mean
because
to have kids?
it really, yeah, it really takes patience. Like the screaming, bro,
Hmm.
it really gets like on your nerves, and you really gotta like just remain calm.
I'm
And you
already
you know you
knowing,
know
bro.
you know not the average, but you know how some niggas be.
I already know it. They're gonna tap out.
Yeah.
And, and the other crazy thing about it is for the men that stay home, which is a crazy topic that we had to talk about. But in
Mm-hmm.
some way, whether it's firsthand or secondhand, we can all relate to from the perspective of dads walking out. From the perspective of a dad that stays home, being a man over your household in that environment is like you don't have the space to show how frustrated you are because your wife is feeding off of you, your girl is feeding off of you, and the kids is feeding off of you. So you as the man of your house have to have so much self control in
You
order to
got time,
control the
bro.
environment.
You got like 30 seconds before as soon as you get home from work. That's your time right there.
That's it. Before you gotta lock in the kid.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, have you?
That
This
boy
is
on
this
the phone on the toilet.
this
Yeah,
is
that's
about
30
to get
seconds them pooping.
look. This is about to get super serious, super low key. But you already know how I am, bro. I gotta ask, bro. Have you hit a point where you felt like you reached a place of tears yet, or you've been chilling? You've been able
Bro,
to handle it all.
I've never cried more, bro.
You've been for real. It's been like that, bro.
Bro, I'll just be like rocking her to sleep. I'll look at her and I'll just start crying, bro.
Where's the tears coming from? Do you think?
I think maybe it's just her. I really don't know. I think maybe it's just her innocence, or
This
sometimes
hey,
I feel like I'm not doing enough or good enough,
Yeah, hey, that's real,
or
bro.
like a combination. Yeah, Nah, it happened too many times.
That's real, bro. I can only imagine, dog.
You know
Yeah,
what's funny?
You got
Hey,
any
me
advice
and
for any
Jeremy
first time parents out there?
was actually
I
talking about
think I
that.
think Joe's trying to talk. We can't hear you, good Joe.
Oh yeah.
What'd you say,
I
Joe,
Joe?
said,
Joe might
I
be
said,
going in and out
can y'all hear me?
a little bit. You sound a little muffled though.
How about now?
A
Still
little.
very
It's a little
muffled.
better.
Nah, I'm saying me and Jeremy was talking about that the other day, and he was saying like sometimes it's rough because you want to know if you're doing your own. But then he's like, at other times I'm at peace, and I'm like, damn, goodness. Because
Mm,
sometimes when kids can really bring you that peace that may you may not even get from anybody else.
mm.
Yeah.
But my
No, it's definitely a unbelievable feeling, an unreal feeling. I'm still not
Germ,
used to it.
you got
I
any
wish LJ
advice?
was here. I want to know what LJ got to say.
This nigga
Is
not
he in
here.
here?
Nah, he not
I
here.
don't think
He's he's still looking for his headphones and Zayden's diaper.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey, yeah.
not even on headphones right now, bro.
You see, you not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
I just got y'all on speakerphone.
Yeah. Hey, you already know it. LJ Rock is aiding to sleep right now, bro.
Germ, you
Yeah.
got any advice for any first time parents out there, man?
Hey, breathe through it, man. Hey, as the father, really gotta be self aware in a good way and
Mm,
catch yourself in those moments
yeah.
and definitely breathe through it.
Man, that no cat, bro. I can only imagine what you're going through. And I wish we had a woman on here that could talk from the woman's perspective. But speaking as a man and being able to relate to you from a fraction of a perspective, because I haven't gone through what you're going through. But as a man, bro, we have so much expectations, dog.
So
Like, like on the real, Jeremy, no, because we done had some conversations, bro. This I'm gonna get real with y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a very emotional dude, bro. And it come out from anger. Like it comes out from the perspective of anger. Cause
yeah.
as a man, that's the only emotion that's the only negative emotion that wasn't frowned upon that I showed.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
if I showed anger, it was acceptable. So if I was ever scared, it came out as anger. If I was
mm,
ever sad and I wanted to cry, it came out as anger. So y'all
Mhm.
know when I was a little kid, I used to beat the brakes out of people every time I got angry. I mean, every time I felt a negative emotion, it came out in a burst of anger and I beat the brakes out of people and I fought or I got beat up. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't really lost too many fights when I was a kid. But it always came out it always came out in anger, you know what I'm saying? Because as a man, anger is the only emotion that they allow you to feel. Because if you show sadness, if you show fear, you a punk, you a hoe, you a B, you all this and that. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at the important things of life and the important, like the perspective of being a husband, being a boyfriend, being a son, being a brother, being a father. The most important thing you could ever be in life. It's like people don't give you the grace to show any negative emotion. If people don't give you the grace to fail, because as soon as you show a negative emotion other than anger, you a punk. You're not a man no more.
I'm on the
But
call.
it's like, shoot, like Jeremy's saying, it's
What's
like,
up, Lee?
man, I need my space to cry, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially
nah,
with
for
especially
real,
with all the expectations we got. Man, I need
man.
my space to cry, bro.
Yeah. Man.
Crazy.
Yeah, man.
It's really unreal, man. You
Yeah,
never know.
bro.
You never know until you actually in that spot. And you in the heat of the kitchen. You know.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so for the listeners, you know what I'm saying? Like all of them know obviously.
Yeah, I
I'm
know Lee.
married. I've been married for about a year now.
Mm.
And it's like I got lucky enough and blessed enough to have a spouse that allows me to show emotion when I need to. But the important thing about what I said is she allows me to show emotion when I need to, right? Whenever if I ever want to show emotion, she gives me the safe space to be able to show that emotion. But the reality of being the man of a relationship is that you have to be the positive, lead by example person. Cause see, in our generation, this is the uncomfortable thing to talk about. And if people disagree, I love to hear your perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Because
so
I'm really open to the conversation.
I'm gonna
Uh huh.
disagree with you right now. I think on the by and large that's true, but when you see relationships where like let's say the power dynamics are flipped or like the more you ever seen like the real you ever seen the TikToks where it's like the real like Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, right? I imagine the relationship dynamic is flipped in that relationship, and I think that's due to I feel like I don't know at least for me I feel like there's a point where you can share, and there's a point where you're sharing to the point where it's too much, and I don't know. There's like a flip that switch in the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
think I know. I think I know what he's talking about. I
You know what I'm
So
think.
saying?
wait,
Yeah.
hold up. Wait, what
I'm
do you
trying to
mean,
find the
John?
words.
Say again.
I'm trying to find the words. I feel like so. There's a few things I'm trying to touch on. So I'm gonna try to be more precise. So I feel
Yeah.
like I feel like there's a point in a relationship where if you share too much as a man, you now flip from being the positive to being I don't want to say
Oh, I
negative, but to
100%
being a
agree with that.
different source
Yeah,
of
there's
energy.
definitely too much.
And that
So I 100% agree with that. So that's what I was
and
getting ready to say is
what
as a man, we don't
mhm.
have the opportunity to 100% show our emotions. So I was saying, even though my wife gives me the space and the safe space to show my emotions, all
Yeah.
right. So I don't think I completed my point.
Wait.
The whole circle of the point is although I have the grace and space to show that emotion, as a man, I'm still not able to show all that emotion because how I feel mentally, and it's a lot of people are going to disagree with this. Probably not between us, but people outside of us in our generation will disagree with this. But the foundation of a relationship is the headspace of the man. If he's
Yeah.
extremely emotional and he lets emotions run his thoughts and decisions, it's going to be an unhappy relationship.
Well,
But if
no.
you
So
have a
I think this
calm,
is where
cool head,
like this is I guess this is the point where I was trying to come full circle. Like I think
uh,
when you get to that point where it what was the point you just said about you know what what did you call the relationship just now? What was the word you used?
uh, which part would I say? Like the
Not
foundation of a
calm.
relationship?
Yeah. You said not the calm one, but the other one. Like when you go past the point of like too much emotion, so to speak. I think that's where
What
you
word did
have
I
a
use? I can't remember.
I can't remember what word you used, but I think that's really the point where you have a different type of relationship dynamic where like there's a greater imbalance or like
Uh huh.
a flip roles of the two genders, right? Like Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, so to speak. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah. Or
Yeah.
like
I think to a certain
the real masculine woman with like a real,
absolute.
feminine
Yep.
guy. Yeah.
Yep. So I think, and again, in our generation, this is very frowned upon. But I think to a certain extent, not to the extreme, but to a certain extent, gender roles are a real thing. And I
Yeah.
don't think that gender roles have to be a toxic thing because our generation has this like automatic response to the word gender roles, and it's like they have this automatic like ew, oh, you're prejudiced or you're sexist. But in the reality of things, and like naturally speaking, genetically speaking, like I think gender role, and even those words are trigger words to people. And I know there's gonna be people listen, not gonna be happy with it, but there are things that are more natural to some men than are to most men than are to most women. That's not a 100% enveloping word thing. There are
Yeah,
people that
100%.
fall under the, but generally speaking, right? More often than not, a specific example is men are generally speaking stronger than women. Okay, let me preface it. There are some cases where there are some extremely strong women, right? Physically strong women, and there are some extremely weak men, right? On extreme
Yeah.
cases, but generally speaking, the numbers, men are stronger than women, right?
Yeah.
So With that being said, me being a husband, if I walk into a room and my I see my wife picking up something extremely heavy, my natural instinct is to go and either take it from her or to help her with it, right? But
Yeah,
if I'm carrying something heavy and my wife walks into the room and she doesn't help me, I won't feel any type of way about it. But if me as a man see another man watch a woman struggle to carry something heavy, my first thought is, nah, that man doesn't have any type of chivalry. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
well
Nah, for real.
I want to touch on a
Yeah.
point really quick, like add
Yeah.
some counterweight. So I feel like to come back to what you're saying about like the extremes of like a very weak man or a very strong woman. I think what the whole I guess like woke movement started as, and I hate using that word because like it didn't. It's such a co-opted word by
Yeah.
white people,
I know
but
what you mean. I know what you're
yeah,
saying though.
yeah. I feel like that started as like, okay, these extremes of behaviors and mentalities and physicalities have always existed, but we have not really allowed them to fully exist as they want to be slash
Mm,
need to be. And it was kind of a
yeah.
push to accept that. And then
Hmm.
once that was kind of accepted, at least a little bit, I'm not saying it fully is, but at least a little bit,
Yeah. I know
then it
what you
was kind
mean.
of
Yeah.
yeah, then it was the extremes kind of looking at the middle at the average people like, why aren't you like this? You're wrong
Hmm.
for wanting that, that kind of thing. And I think that's kind
Hmm.
of where we've gone too far. But
Hmm.
it's all the pendulum. But yeah.
And connecting that dot that you just made back to relationships, I still feel like the foundation, obviously, a relationship is 50-50. A woman has to be 100% and a man has to be 100%. But in a relationship where both people are putting all of their effort into it, the foundation of that happy relationship, when both people are putting full effort into it, is a logical, calm-headed man. A man that is over emotional, not saying that men can't be emotional, because I'm an emotional man saying this, an extremely emotional man saying this. Let me rephrase that. A man that struggles to control his emotions, if he is in that relationship where both people are 50-50, there would be a lot of turmoil in that relationship. Versus in a relationship, because again, both partners had to give 100% effort. In a relationship where both partners are giving 100% effort, if the man isn't able to control his emotions, that relationship becomes very hectic. Because, and I wish we had a woman on our pod today, because I don't want it to come across as I'm attacking women. So let me say, from a man's perspective, let me not say this is 100% fact, but from a man's perspective, women more so think from an extremely emotional perspective, which isn't a wrong perspective. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying they speak and think from a more emotional place versus men, and this is generally speaking still, men generally try to think from a more logical place, right? So if a woman says, "What you did made me feel like this," more times than not, a man says, "Well, that's not what I did. All I did was say this and this," right? And I'm speaking very generically, so I don't want people to get lost. But despite what a man's intention is, and despite what a man is trying to get across, if it made a woman feel a type of way, if a man doesn't have control of his emotions, he can get very frustrated with somebody taking what you said out of context. I'm getting lost in the weeds, and I don't want to because I'm not being specific. Because I already know it's very easy to get lost in this analogy I'm giving because it's not an analogy. I'm speaking very generically.
Yeah.
But so let me just say the main point of what I'm saying is a man has to be in control of his emotions, despite how flustered, how scared, how angry, how how anxious he may feel when he's around the people that he's supposed to be heading, whether it's his family, whether it's his friends, whether it's his his siblings, whatever it may be. A
Hmm.
man doesn't have the freedom to show his emotions because the people that he leads feeds off of him.
You know, I 100% agree with you, and I think most of us do. But I want to ask you something. Do you? And let me know if you guys are vibing with this question. Do you guys think we have the words to describe everything in this world? Because I feel like sometimes we don't, and I think that's why we have such a hard time expressing ourselves and communicating with one another. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense.
That's a dope question.
Well, I was listening to this book earlier, and
No,
it was
I
like,
did not see that coming.
That was
yeah,
Wait, say it
hard,
again.
bro.
Say it again.
do you think we have all the words we need to express the ideas of life to each other, right? Because I was listening to,
No. Yes and no. Yes,
yeah,
I say both.
Whoa.
But go ahead, John. Go ahead. I want to say my answer is both. But go ahead.
I was listening to this book earlier, and it was pretty much just saying, the words we have are conventions, right? It's convenient to have a word for water because I don't have to show
Mm.
you water every time we're talking about it, right? But this
Mm.
kind of breaks down. We're talking about like more specific relationship stuff or more life general stuff where like if I want to describe to you the nature of the universe, that's hard to
Yeah.
do in like a language, bro.
Hard.
That's
Yeah.
hard, you know.
Yeah.
And like I feel the reason why it stuck out to me is because you guys haven't done psychedelics, but I when you do it, there's like a profound sense that you discovered it,
Uh-huh.
right? You discovered what this life is, and you can't wait
Yeah.
to share it. And you go to write it down, and it just disappears.
It doesn't.
It,
Yeah.
it just disappears every time because the words
John,
finally
you were
escape you.
snappy.
Yeah, I'm in my thinking position. I'm upside down on the couch right now.
Okay. All right. All right. So, all right. Me and
Upside
John
down
been
on the
rapping.
couch
I'm
is
gonna let I'm gonna
wild.
let one of y'all hit before I go. I'm gonna let one of y'all slide, but John, no cat. I'm gonna let one of y'all rock before I go. Yeah, based off of what John said, I know y'all got ideas running, bro. What was the first thing that popped in your head when John was talking just now? If y'all don't
Um,
got nothing, yeah, I would go now. Y'all know me. Y'all know me, bro.
I don't remember the last time I was on the couch upside down, bro.
You gotta
Hey,
do it
that
more
boy
often,
John
man.
like that. It's hey niggas know John a monk, bro. Look,
John
so
disappeared for 4 years.
look, I had to stand up for this one, bro. The first things that popped in my mind, right, was I think the reason that the arts have blown up the way they have by generation, from paintings to drawings to music to videos to movies, have blown up the way that they have, is because through regular conversation, I think it's impossible to fully express everything that we feel, right?
Mhm.
But on the flip side of that, because poetry and music exist in reality, I can partially express myself, but I can't 100% get that feeling out unless I have arts. So my answer is I don't think by words alone I can fully express myself, but through art, I think I can get closer to that, right?
100%.
So
Yeah.
like my so like building on that, the second and in relation to the second thing I wanted to say is like how John said there's things that he's seen and experienced and feelings that he's seen, he's feelings that he's experienced, things that he's seen, people he may have talked to, whatever it may be that he's experienced on psychedelics, that he wants to be able to express to people, but he can't because that feeling in that moment is indescribable.
Yeah.
I think that the only way to get close to that is through the arts. And even through arts, that can't 100% be described. Like, you won't even be able to 100% describe, like, why this song, the way I articulated this song, relates to that moment, but people can feel it. But they won't be able to explain it either. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No, 100%. Like I think that's what this thing was like. One of my favorite things that Chance the Rapper's ever said, and I know he's controversial now, but he said,
My
I
God.
want to go from being a rapper to being a musician. I think the difference is like, you know, speaking words well versus like translating,
Evoking emotion.
evoking emotions through music, right? Like using the beat, not just using your words to get that across. Like the vibe, the feeling, all that.
But
You
that's
know,
why I turned down half the beats that y'all said.
you
And
don't
that's
feel it.
fair. I totally get that.
I have to feel it. I can't help that part
That's
about it.
real.
I
Hey,
have to feel
look.
the beat.
Hey, look, let me go ahead and shout out. Hey, we got music coming out now. Don't sleep on us. We got some pressure coming for y'all.
Hey man, it's coming real soon, man. And y'all
Loaded.
niggas producers, go ahead and send some stuff
Come
our
on.
way. We'll take a
Yeah,
listen.
for real. We got some pressure for y'all. What was you saying though, Jeremy?
Um, what was I saying?
You talking about beats?
Oh yeah, I have to something about the beat has to catch my
Talk to
eye.
you.
Yeah, talk to
Yeah.
me, hit the soul. Because if it's not good, just like artists listening to new artists and stuff. If you trash, I'm sorry, I can't listen to it.
Mm.
Yeah,
If it's not hitting, I'm not listening to it. If it's not hitting, I'm not gonna save it to put to my playlist, my personal
Yeah.
playlist.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I feel that.
You know, I will give you credit, Jeremy. I feel like when you do hop on the beat, there is like I don't want to say a message, but like a deeper tone slash vibe you're trying to
it's
get at.
the connection is stronger when you're feeling the beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
I definitely so on the low, so my boys in the pod don't know this either. They probably had an idea, but I've been working on a lot of music. I want to put an EP out soon. Um,
Oh.
and the most difficult part about digging into music is finding a beat that is speaking to you. Because it's very easy. So I'm gonna say this: viral music is easy as hell to make, and if we get enough attention on this, enough people pressuring me, I promise you, I will put out a very ignorant viral song very quickly. It is very easy to do, and the people that know me very closely know that when it comes to music, music hasn't been a very difficult thing for me, like the arts. But when it comes to actually putting effort in and connecting it to what John said, being able to express yourself is so difficult, but I love that challenge because if you can't tell by this podcast already, I love to have in-depth conversation. But even in the midst of an in-depth conversation, I still leave those conversations frustrated because I know I didn't articulate everything I wanted to say as in depth as I wanted to, right?
That's
So
right.
when it comes to music, it's the same exact battle. There's things because I can express myself even more and even deeper in depth than I can speaking, but I still struggle to get the message across as deeply as I wanted to. So the hardest struggle I've had so far is finding an instrumental that I relate to deeply enough, which is a crazy statement to say. Finding some drums, some guitars, and some noises, some 808s that I relate to enough that evoke this emotion that I want to express to y'all. That crap is so difficult, bro. But when you find that instrumental, I told Jeremy this about some stuff we worked on that y'all may or may not hear. We'll see how it go. But I've spoken to Jeremy about it before. Listening to a beat alone has brought me to tears at times in my life, bro.
Yeah.
Before I've even had the opportunity to start writing, I've heard instrumentals that have made me literally cry thinking about the things that have gone through in my life that the beats evoked out of me. You know what I'm saying? Finding instrumentals like that and being able to express myself. First, finding an instrumental like that is difficult, but you find the emotion that evokes
But
that.
Tay,
Uh huh.
you can remember you can do a lot to a beat.
That's
Cause
that's
now
also a
that you
fact.
say that, I didn't. I forgot which beat it was, but I was just messing around with it. I really wasn't feeling it. I couldn't come up with anything, which is
Mm-hmm.
something else we can talk about too. Um, and I slowed it down, and then it started to actually hit when I slowed it down.
Hey, niggas want to
So
let me get philosophical. Hey, Jeremy spitting, boy. Hey, look, Pete did, man. Y'all let me. Hey, look, boy. Hey, a nigga to keep his feet up. That's a metaphor for life. Look,
bruh, facts.
so you got to be very particular and put a lot of effort and research into the big decisions that you make in your life. But the flip side of that is based off of the cards that you're dealt, depending on how you play those cards, can make or break how successful you are. Based off of
Mm.
how much effort you put into the cards that you're dealt, obviously, we talk about Uno. Obviously, there's times you can draw a card and you can keep drawing until you get some really, really, really good cards. But there's also a moment in the game where it's like, nah, bro, I gotta make a play with the cards I have in my hand. And based off of how well I play those cards can make or break whether I win that game or not, or how close I get to first place I get or not.
Hey, I just want to add. I think it takes a certain level of insanity to really, like when you say make or break, to become really successful. Because the amount of effort and time, especially when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to these days, like social media, like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, I cannot see myself coming home every day and making videos for TikTok, dancing or some shit.
Mm-hmm. And
Um,
you know what's crazy about what you just said is let's continue with the analogy of coming home every day, forcing yourself to make a TikTok and then posting that TikTok. Right? You feel foolish. At some point, you feel foolish. That's a metaphor for life because it's like let's speak bit like in terms of business.
business terms, yes, that's totally
It's the
different.
same thing. No, it's the same thing because it's guaranteed, especially when you first start. Unless you're extremely lucky, you are going to fail. Let's say you open up, Jeremy. Let's say you opened up a Amazon business today, right? You just want to start shipping stuff out. You are going to fail at first. But if you can push through that failure, learn from your failure, and keep
Yeah,
growing, figuring out why did I fail? Why did this video not go viral? What can I do to make this video better? What can I do to get more sales next time?
yeah.
Eventually, you're gonna start to win. You know what I'm saying? But in the
100%.
Hey, remember,
beginning, you're gonna feel foolish, bro.
I
remember when
got
I
this
told you
really quick.
my
That's not something
me?
to
Uh,
it's really quick, really quick. And, I have this one quote written down the back of my phone. It says, "You're not judged by your failures, or you're not judged by the number of times you fail, but by your successes." And so I think
Hmm.
that's very important. And Jeremy, continue with what you're saying. I just want to throw it out there.
no, that's fine.
That's
I need I need
hard,
I need
bro.
that in the back of my phone, bro.
Yeah, but not.
But now remember, Kate, when I told you that me making music, it comes in like seasons. Like I have seasons.
Yeah.
The reason for that is because if I'm trying to make a beat or make a song or something, and I fail, what I've noticed is once I start failing, I will close my laptop and I will not open it for months,
Hmm.
for months.
Hmm.
And then I would probably get some type of motivation. Like this time around, y'all help me because we've been doing some music together.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, we got some pressure, bro, in the vault waiting for y'all.
Yeah, we
It's cold. I can't
man,
lie to y'all.
We got
yeah,
some pressure in the vault, bro.
we just need some fine tunes.
Go
All
ahead, now, Jeremy.
inspirational now.
No, that's pretty much it. I don't really know where I was getting to with that.
Yeah, I mean,
I just thought that.
I'm gonna speak of my own failures. I mean, like I failed a bunch of times, bro. I mean, I
Mm.
dropped out of college once. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to go to school in Germany. That never ended up happening. I was like super pissed off after that one. I came back, went to school for another year or two, and this time I dropped out again. But this was more successful conditions. But I mean, each time, I mean, in my mind, I failed. You know, like
Yeah,
I was. I felt bad about myself. I was going through some things in my own head, but I don't
Mm.
know. Some in me told me that no one's going to remember this. No, and no
Mm.
one does remember. No one does remember
Yeah.
the plans I made in my own head about what I'm supposed to do. They only remember
Mm.
what I actually ended up doing that went well. So
Mm.
I feel
And
you.
and that makes me think of two things, right? The first thing is connecting it to the original conversation is John being a man that in spite of how much emotional turmoil he was in and mental turmoil he was in, he handled his situation. And I won't say where he lives because of obviously private situation. Y'all ain't looking for him when we blow up, but
yeah,
he lives somewhere tropical now, right? And this is me saying this without me and John having these sidebar conversations and not knowing where his mental health is right now. But I can say externally, right? Everybody looks at John as this extremely huge, success in our family, right? Because at a very young age, John moved out from where his family was, literally all around the world. I won't say that the specific places. When we get through to it, eventually we talk about it. But he literally went all around the world on his own at a very young age, and now he's he's sturdy in a very tropical place, working and earning money, and very comfortable. Right? Everybody external to John looks at him like this extreme success. Right? I'm making this statement without me and John ever having a conversation, right? I have a question, John.
Mhm.
Recently, let me not say recently, within the past like 6 months, have you ever looked at yourself and felt like you were a failure? Like, dang, bro, I'm not doing enough.
Oh, do 100%. No, it's so funny that like you're on the money. Like it's I was talking to my one of my best friend about this. Is like this one great J. Cole line that always stuck with me. It's like suddenly my old highs are suddenly my new lows, right? Like I'm
Mm,
places where I never thought I would ever be, but what was it? What year is it? 2023. I say like last year and like January to March last year, I was like down bad, bro. I was like depressed. I was like, crap. I could have done this. I could have done this better. I could have done that better. I could have done this,
mm-hmm.
that. You know. And again, I've had this. You know, you get down it every now and again. I have it all the time, and that's partially what pushes you to be better. And it's just pulling yourself back up out of that. And you know, sometimes
Yeah,
it's tougher than others. This time was actually wasn't as bad as other times, I'd say, but it's always a different struggle every time.
yeah.
And I appreciate
I,
the
I,
kind words. You know, like I said, I don't see it that way, but yeah.
I, dang, you just brought so much things I want to say again, and this is one of those things. It's like you get frustrated because there's so much things you want to articulate, but you can't. So I'll
Hmm.
articulate what I can, right? The first thing is John, I can relate to that so much, bro. Because it's like I played ball at a high level. I went to the prestigious schools or whatever it is, right? And it sounds good coming out of my mouth, and I hear people talk about it, but genuinely, bro, from the bottom of my heart, I always feel and say the same exact thing of like, there's so much more I could have did. There's so much bigger I could be at right now. There's so much more success I could feel right now. But at the same time, it's like we struggle to acknowledge the victories that we have experienced in the moment. Despite of whether they're not as big as the victories we wanted and we expected or not, we still struggle to look at the victories, the small ones and the big ones in our life, and actually acknowledge them, bro. But the losses linger for so long, bro. I don't know what's wrong with us. But I
I
don't know
think
if
it's
this
just a
is
human
men and
condition.
women or just men. Yeah.
It's just a human condition. Like you listen to like all the great athletes, men, women, trans, whatever it may be. There's always they can have 7 championships, and there's
Yeah,
always
bro.
that one that got away. You know?
And that's the ones you think about for the rest of your life, dude.
But
Yeah.
you know what I think? I feel like sometimes, especially for me, I feel like I find myself trying to please my parents.
Mm-hmm.
I be at all right, I know I gotta I'm gonna take some L's, but that's what it is. I just got to keep going. I'm trying to be somewhere else. So even if I am doing what I need to do, I'm still not where I need to be at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day because I know my parents expect so much out of me that I got to keep going constantly. Never give up. Never stop grinding. It's grind every day, every day, every day, and you
Mm-hmm.
never take the time to realize you actually doing something good. You're somewhere. You're somebody. You done made a name for yourself, even
Mm-hmm.
if other people may not know about it. But that's how you gotta
Mm.
look at it.
So I'm about to let the listeners into a conversation that we didn't get to finish the other day. Joe, what you just said reminded me of the fact that a couple of days ago, couple weeks. Let me be real. Probably about a week and some change ago. I won't say his name, but me and a really close friend of mine were having a conversation that he had with his girlfriend's dad. His girlfriend's dad is a millionaire, a very successful man, right? And this is a true story. I promise to the listeners on everything I love, I'm not lying. His girlfriend's dad is a millionaire. He grew up very underprivileged, not in poverty, but very underprivileged. After he graduated high school, he went straight into the workforce, and long story short, bust his tail, opened up a business for the rest of his life, dedicated himself to his business. According to my partner, right? He paid off his kids, multiple children, all of his kids' school, right? Each of his kids, he bought them each a house. That's how much money he had to set them off, to give them a foundation. No school debt, and bought them a house, right?
Mm.
So they have no mortgage, they have no school debt. That's their foundation. And now on the back end of his life, he has cancer. And now he's talking to his kids and he's saying, looking back on his life, he regrets how hard he worked, right? And the reason he said he regrets how hard he worked is because he missed out on so much time with his loved ones. He said times with his kids, times with his wife, time with his siblings and his cousins. He said there's so much things I could have did with my loved ones that I wasn't able to because I dedicated my entire life to my riches. And now that I'm on the back end and he has this cancer, he regrets how hard he worked. And I sit and I think about my life and where I'm at right now, bro. And then like it almost makes your eyes well up a little bit. Cause it's like, bro, since I was 13, nigga, I had it in my mind. I'm telling you, bro, I had it in my mind, bro. I'm going to make so much money that my siblings, my parents, my cousins will never, my wife and my kids will never have to work again, right? And I, I could bring Monica into this giant because, like I said, Monica has seen me when I allow myself to feel his emotions.
Mhm.
Monica has seen me literally in tears, in anger, in tears because I'm not where I want to be, because my cousins are still working, because my siblings are still working, and because my mom is still working and my dad is still working. And it sounds crazy now that I'm saying it out loud, just randomly not even in an emotional state. But it's like
No, I
I
understand.
can I literally 100% have embodied the perspective of I want to take care of all of my loved ones. But in the grand scheme of things, bro, the reality is while we have the opportunity to be with each other, to love each other, to hang out with each other, that's what our priority should be, to experience and to enjoy life with each other. Because that crap is not guaranteed. God forbid, y'all know I love y'all to death. God forbid, one of us could get in a fatal car crash tomorrow, bro.
Mhm.
And when I pass away, or God forbid, one of y'all pass away, I don't want to have the regret of saying like, "Dang, bro, I spent the last 8 years working my tail off to take care of him, but I didn't give myself the space and opportunity to enjoy time with him." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
That crap is scary. Cause where's the in between? You know
I,
what I'm saying?
I relate with every single part of that, and like I don't I don't know. I think you have to draw that line for yourself, and I still don't think you ever really have a great balance, even if you do. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question.
Yeah.
When's the last time y'all got like a real genuine hug?
Not for
A
my
real
girlfriend.
genuine hug.
Yeah, other than your girl.
Other
Other
than
than
my
I
girl.
ain't gonna
Mm.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got really blessed and really lucky. But again, I had to create this environment. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Monica be taking care of me, bro.
Yeah, no, he,
If
not your girl, not your girl.
You said
now
not
Yeah,
our
your
girl
girl.
account,
Nah, I don't think so.
uh, I can't tell you.
Yeah, I can't tell you either. I don't really be
I
hugging my guy
can't tell
friends like
you.
that. Like the only time I really like hug the guy friend is like either they're departing off for like an undefined amount of time, and I probably won't see them for a while,
Mhm.
or vice versa. That's really about it.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I remember the last hug I had. That wasn't my girl.
Right.
I'm not gonna say specifically what it was because I don't want to put anybody's business out that doesn't want their business out. But I had a very close loved one come to me with some news about somebody hurting them. And I was at a lift at practice. I was at a lift. So for those that don't know, I played football in college. I was at a lift and I had just got done talking to this person. The person was venting to me. Actually, I was showed up late to the lift because I lost track of time talking to this person, right? So I hang up the phone and I realize I'm late to the lift. I don't want to say where I went because I don't like doing that. It probably was weird. But
Yeah.
I won't say where I went, but I literally am not lying to you, had to run up a mountainside to get to my stadium because I was late. I sprinted up a mountainside and got to practice. So I didn't have time to really conceptualize or internalize the conversation I just had. Because I wasn't obviously you're not thinking about yourself in a situation that somebody's telling you they got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like you're thinking about that person. And I'm running up the mountainside. And it's the thoughts start hitting me of what I wanted to do and what I was not able to do and what I wish I could have done. But I don't have time to really let the emotions hit me. I'm just thinking about the emotions. I'm thinking about what I'm feeling. But I gotta lock in because I'm about to go to a lift, right? So I don't have time. One, I don't have the space to sit by myself and cry and be frustrated and punch walls because I have duties I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Things I have to get done. So I'm running to this lift. Nigga, anybody that play college football know you're not skipping no lift for nothing. Ain't nothing. There's nothing taking you out of that lift. You know what I'm saying? It could be homework or professor. It do not matter. You got to lift. You got to be at that lift. So I'm at that lift. You know what I'm saying? And what I told myself was, like I said earlier in the pod, any negative emotion I have, I've only let it out through anger since I was a child. So I had it was an arm day. So we're benching. In my mind, it's bench, dumbbell press. It's a whole bunch of arm stuff. It was chest tries, and we ended it with a little bicep smoke. But I didn't even get to the end of the workout. I get there. I'm putting on weight way heavier than my card because anybody that's in the gym knows there's no pre-workout better than anger. Everybody know that, bro.
Yeah, nah, I
so,
keep
I,
talking.
so I'm in the gym feeling like Superman, bro. But I'm throwing the weight heavier than what my card says. Because when you're in college, you have a card that says how much weight that you have on each set. I'm putting that weight heavier than my card, and I'm throwing it, and I'm angry, and I'm gritting, and it's only making the tears well up more and more and more. So
Hello? You still
my bad, y'all. That's what happened when you record a podcast in the hood.
what happened on the drive by?
Nah, somebody just on their bike. Somebody's on their bike. But nah, look. I get to the last set of bench. It was the heaviest set. It wasn't a lot of reps. It was only like 3 reps, but it was very heavy. I can't remember what I did. It was weight heavier than my card. And I threw the weight, and the weight was way too heavy for me, right? But my adrenaline was pumping. So to get the weight up off of me, I threw it off of me because I'm angry. I'm extremely emotional. My adrenaline is pumping. I get the weight off of me and I rack it, but I get off the bench and my adrenaline doesn't stop. So my heart is racing and I have tears welling in my eyes and I start hyperventilating. And out of nowhere, I start uncontrollably crying, bro. Like it's almost embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't cried like this in front of anybody ever in my life, actually. This is the only time it's ever happened. I start uncontrollably crying because I didn't let my emotions out in a very healthy way. I try to let it out through anger and the weights.
Yeah,
So I'm
that's wrong.
hyperventilating. I can't breathe. I'm like, I'm daggone near having a heart attack. Like when I say I can't breathe, like I'm genuinely struggling to breathe. And one of my coaches grabbed me and literally it's a really big dude. Anybody okay, that's another one. Anybody that played college football also knows 9 times out of 10, your strength and conditioning coaches are all meatheads. So no homo. So my
Yeah.
strength is one of the meatheads.
all
He
homo,
like
all
picks
homo.
me. He like yeah, all homo. He bear hugs me and like drags me out of the gym. Doesn't say a word to me. And from the bear hug dragging me out, he doesn't let me go. Right? He just I'm tearing up just talking about it, bro. He
Mm-hmm.
keeps me in the bear hug, and the bear hug dragging me out comes from just trying to get me out of the weight room into just a regular hug. He's still bear hugging me, but it's just a regular hug. And that is the only time in my life I can say I boo-hoo cried like a little kid into another man's shoulder. I haven't even done that with my own father, nigga. I
Yeah.
haven't cried like that in anybody's shoulder, anybody's arms, not even my wife. He
Well,
held me in that moment, bro, and I boo-hoo cried into his shoulder. And the unhealthy part about it is the root of why I was crying was anger again. I just I didn't know how else to get the anger out. The anger
yeah.
became too uncontrollable, and it came out in this uncontrollable, like weakening, like body limp tears, bro. But
Well,
say all that to say, that's the last time I got hit. I got hugged.
well, firstly, I want to say thank you for sharing that. I'm sure that was a
Yeah,
very
thank you for
personal
sharing
thing.
that for real.
So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying,
No,
love
that's
my
real.
niggas, my dogs.
Yeah, man. Um, all right, there's a lot of things that I want to touch on with that, but we gotta start wrapping this up. We're like an hour and 30 in or so.
Yeah,
Um, so
Ronnie boy.
I think we finish this up. We tell it. I'm gonna tell my story about the last time I got hugged. Jeremy, you can tell yours if you have one. Joe, and then we can have like a little outro thing or something. I don't know. Sound good?
mm-hmm.
I
All
don't
right.
even got a story.
Um, and I feel bad in the here.
That's not funny. That's not funny.
I feel
I
bad
got
in the here
hiccups
because I want
anyway.
to.
I'm muting, unmuting.
I feel bad in the here because I want to make you feel heard, Kay, and ask questions and stuff. But we are pushing
Now
this up on two
yeah, you
hours
good.
now.
Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing.
Last time I hugged somebody was like not my mom or not my girl. Was one of my close friends from high school. Lives up in New York, and we're so similar to the point where like we butt heads all the time. Like kind of like me and UK. We're like siblings almost.
Gang, my
Yeah,
nigga. Yeah.
we're similar in the ways that just like rub up against each other and pause and and yeah, we've had our falling outs here and there, but I just saw him recently, and you know, I mean, at this point, we've been friends as long as I've had any friends, and we've seen each other's up and downs. We probably each other through whatever we may be going through, um, breakups, mental illnesses, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And whenever I do see them, because I don't see them often, it's like once a year, we always have a very big hug and a very sad goodbye, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I feel that, man.
Yeah,
Dang.
I think we all got. I don't. Not about like the hug stuff, but Jen, I think we all got that one dude back in high school type of shit.
well, this is a
Yeah.
girl, so that's kind of why it's more significant for me too. Because I feel like I
Oh
have,
yeah.
yeah, I've actually talked about this a few times with a few people, but I feel like I don't have a lot of female friends because I have a very
Yeah.
sexualized view of women, and so I don't have a lot of female friends. So this is a very significant relationship for me. I feel like
Hey John.
I'm being dead
That is
ass, bro.
real.
Yeah,
That
dead
is
ass.
real,
nah,
bro. For
nah,
real.
I've. How do I say it? Same, but I'd never thought I'd hear anybody say that out
Yeah,
loud.
I
That's
think
real,
most
bro.
men do. I think most men do. I think it's
Yeah.
just I don't know. It's hard to talk about.
Nah, cause there are dudes. That's a whole another topic. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah. We can get into this. We can get into this next time. This can be
We'll
next time.
get we'll get into the next. All right. This right here is where we'll pick up next time, bro.
But
Yeah, that's
This
got
right
to
here is
be.
where we'll pick up next time. All right, so we're gonna leave y'all with a bunch of cliffhangers because we got a bunch of unspoken things that we didn't get to express at the end of this pod, right? But for anybody that made it this far in the pod, man, or 5 years from now when our pod is doing well, anybody that went back to the beginning of our pod or the beginning of our content and listened through this pod, man, we thank you and we welcome you to this journey and this ride. Um, this is Natural Born Hustlers. NBH. This is the family. This is the gang. This is the safe space. This is where we come to talk about whatever, man. We're letting you guys into our crazy minds. We love y'all in the future. We love y'all in the present. Wherever y'all at when y'all hear this. We love y'all and we appreciate y'all. This is Natural Born Hustler signing off for the one, for the one. We'll see y'all next week when we do this again. One love.
peace.
Hey, you snap. Hey, you snap.
Hey, we gotta save that one, bro.
Yeah.
Hey.
This is a good one.